for do without God. Oh.
Hi Vasti, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making samosa filling. Alongside, I'll be showing you how to wrap your samosa, how to finally wrap your samosa. Trust me, this wrapping process, I love it a whole lot. There are a lot of wrapping process you can use, but this one is the best. But before we start, first we are going to finally chop or grate our carrots. Now you can see the way this carrot is looking. You want to get the grater. It's just 200 naira, yes, and it does amazing job in the kitchen. Can you see how finely chopped my carrot is? That is what you want to achieve at the end of the day. You can choose to do it any which way you like, but this is my best bet for my samosa. And as well, you can do it any way you want, but I love this method. But before you do that, please do well to get off all the scales, the dirty scales from your carrots before you start grating them. And this grater, like I said, is very cheap and affordable. The next thing you want to consider is to get your minced meat in your pan and allow it to cook very well. Now this minced meat, I did it myself. I grated it with my chopper, yes, my food processor, and it came out fine. I love to do it myself because you want to know what is going into your production, right? And this is the best for me, trust me. So while this is cooking, you add your seasoning, you add your spices, whatever it is you want to make this come out really fine. So I added my curry, my thyme, I added my all-purpose seasoning. In here I have ginger and I also have garlic. I will list out everything I used for this samosa recipe in the description box, so you want to do well to check. So while this is cooking, you also want to bear in mind that you would have all the juice dried up. You don't want any juice in your samosa filling, not at all. Yes, so whilst you're cooking it, make sure all the juice is dried up whilst it's being cooked. This process is very important, else you're going to end up having a juicy samosa filling, and you don't want that at all. So guys, I like to take my own samosa, filling to the next level. So I added green peas and as well as sweet corn. Now trust me, if you add this to your samosa filling, it takes it from 0 or to 50 to 1000. Trust me guys, you want to add this. Okay, so once that is ready, the next thing you want to do is to get your samosa liquid ready. Now I'm going to be using a liquid method for this samosa wrap. Trust me, this method is a go-to method for me anytime, any day. Guys, if you think you want me to show you another method, because I've told you earlier there are various methods to making your samosa filling, so drop me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you want me to show you other methods. For this particular video, we're going to be using this liquid method. So what I do is I measure out my flour, and my flour is not just the plain all-purpose flour. I usually add corn flour to it to give it extra crunchiness, and I add salt and sugar, and that is all I need for my samosa wrap. And trust me, it comes out amazingly well. So guys, sorry please, it's really raining heavily here in Lagos, Nigeria, where I live, and I don't know if the rain is disturbing on the ground, but trust me, apologies please, just take this video the way it is, because this video must come up latest today. All right guys, let's continue. So I mix and I make sure I have a very smooth liquid. Now this process is very important because you don't want lumps in your liquid at all. So the next step now is for us to go to the kitchen and start making our samosa wrap. Now sorry guys, I never knew my camera stopped working, stopped recording. Yes, so I've made some sheets, but nonetheless I'm going to show you how to make this wrap. Trust me guys, it's a very simple method. All you need to do is just rub your brush around your pan as though you're painting a house. Yes, you know when you want to paint a house smooth, that is what you'll be doing to your pan, just like I'm doing. Watch me closely. I take my liquid with my brush and I paint my pan. Now you want to allow this to rise properly before you take it out, else you're going to have a messed wrap, and we don't want that. See the previous ones I've done, they are looking so clean and well brought out. So you want to make sure your pan is first and foremost well coated, and secondly you have to allow it to rise itself. So that rising is where you need to be very patient. Usually if I'm doing my spring roll, I don't wait for me to finish up all my wraps, because that is a waste of time if you ask me. But because I want to show you another method which I consider very easy and simple, and that's the reason you see me waiting for this sheet to get ready before I take it out. So you want to continue watching. So we're going to repeat the process just so you understand how this is being done. Like I said earlier, get your brush, get your into your liquid, and to your pan as though you are painting a house. That is actually the method behind this. Cut your pan as though you are painting a house and you want to achieve a perfect result from that painting. So that's what you'll be doing to your pan. Yes, so once you're done with your pan and you're cool with it, you want to wait for it to rise up itself. So whilst I'm waiting for this one to rise up, instead of me to just be idle, I want to go ahead and shaping my samosa wrap into what I want whilst I'm waiting for this other one to rise up. So just watch me closely. What I'm doing here is I'm trimming out the edges, the excess edges, yes, and so I can have a square samosa sheet, yes, for me to achieve the triangle that I want. Just watch me and you'll see how amazing this is. I know you'll be wondering, hey, what is she up to this time around? I perform magic in the kitchen, yes, and that's why they call me Estelicious. Okay guys, people will be asking, are you going to waste these things you are cutting out? No. See, I'm team no waste, so none of this is going to be wasting at all. Trust me, it's something that I'm going to also, fry and make it crunchy, and my kids love to snack on it, so you don't want to snooze on this, right? Okay, so as I said earlier, I'm going to cut out the edges. Yes, I have to turn this just to have a more firm wrap. So basically when I'm done with cutting of these edges, I'll put it aside, yes, and make sure I covered it up. Now the reason why I'm going to be covering it up is because I don't want it to dry out. Yes, the sheets can dry out easily. So can you see what I've achieved with that? The magic is not here yet. Just wait and watch till you see the real magic. All right, so I'm going to take out the one on the pan and repeat the process until I get the desired amount of sheet that I want. Now that we're done with the cutting process, it's now time to wrap. So let the magic begin. Okay guys, so you want to take the square sheet and fold into two to give you like a circle that's been cut into two, like a moon that's been cut into two, right? Yes, then you now have to take it one side up and the other side down. Don't worry, I might not be doing justice to it with what I'm saying, but trust me, by the time you are done with this video, you're going to understand what I'm actually doing here. So you can see that we now achieved a triangle sheet, as in a triangle jacket. So guys, the process is very simple. Just get your sheets, and get your liquid to seal all the edges. Now you want to do this, you can even skip this because oftentimes I don't even go through this process. Then you now do it like a scarf. Can you see what I'm doing? So that is it. You've gotten the first triangle shape you want. Yes, so the next thing you want to now do is you're going to go ahead to fold one side in. Can you see you've had one triangle side? Just make sure you get it right because you don't want your sheet too big or too small. Then flip the other side over it, and that's it. Simple, am I correct? And the next thing you want to do is to seal it up. That part is very, very important. So you can't even afford to skip that part. So once you're done sealing it up, the next thing you want to do is open up, your jacket. Now you're not going to do the first layer, the second, you're doing the third layer. Yes. So open up your jacket and put in your filling, and wow, you're done. So that's the magic about my own samosa, my own samosa making. I hope you love this part of my video. It's really interesting, trust me. If you try it, and don't forget, you need to keep doing this just for you to get perfect. Anything you're doing, you need to keep doing it, keep practicing, and once you get it, the magic is done, and that's it. You seal it up on all end. Trust me, you can't have any hole at this point. This is the best you can get from any samosa sheet you've ever made. So guys, hope you like this. If you do, please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed everything you just seen. Now, and let me know in the comment section, will you be trying this? Do you think it's a yes or a no for you?